things are happening, and it's like, I want to fight for my life. I want to fight for, just and not guilty. Like, I want to have a life to be able to live. It's really going to be hard for me to take more hits than I've taken. God forbid, get in front of a jury and have a chance. And so I'm having this emergency call because something has to give.
We need the core theme to be, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong on any front. And you've come to New York, face things head on. If anyone's ever paying any attention to what you've actually been doing, you've handled this with complete honor.
I don't think it's working. I've listened. I've been a superb client, as you said. I jumped on the plane. I'm coming to New York, but I'm just running around waiting for a shoe to drop.
We're losing sight of the big picture, man. It's the middle of September and there's still no indictment.
Bro, then you have to have a spokesman. You have to have some sort of comms to constantly be pushing that, Mark. Because you may just be a person that you just may watch CNN. You know what I'm saying? And there's 9 billion people in the world. And 7 billion of them is on Instagram and TikTok. And so you at the wrong place looking to see what the people with the possible jurors are thinking. We have to find somebody that'll work with us, whether they from this country or from another country. It could be somebody that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business of media and propaganda.
When you're a leader in that way, it's admirable until you get to the point where you want to control everyone around you. He got to that point.
It's like Scarface, the movie. I want the world and everything that's in it.
Diddy style right here.
But you got everything.
Hey, yo, New York, we did it! Harlem, we did it, Montana, we did it!
It was a mantra that Sean had. Nobody's gonna be bigger than me.
Sean is the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. We'll never see a Sean in my lifetime again. Ever.
It was like the more money he got, the more power he got, the more power he got, the more money he got. And he always felt like money can get him out of everything.
I do feel it's important that we let the public know from the juror standpoint, just kind of how we reached the verdict. It's not everything that the media has put it out to be.
You want to put the stuff in my fanny pack, King?
He's creating a narrative always. He is the best storyteller in hip hop. He thinks he's Black Superman. I can do what I want.
You can't go on for long in life doing the things that he was doing before something eventually happens. You can't continue to keep hurting people and nothing ever happens. It's just a matter of time.
AJ Brown, what have you. It allows them to get a clearer picture, stretch the defense horizontally faster, right? And it also, conversely, makes the defense think a tick longer, but they clear the
This shit's not fucking things. There's a whole lot of crazy shit going on. You know, when I saw they knocked the bad boy building down, like that shit was crazy to me that shit wasn't there, which is a sign to me like, nigga, time to go to the future. Time to go to the future. I was a little builder. Prepare for the building that I got ready for you, son. You know what I'm saying? So it was a sign for me like that, but I'm saying that shit there like 2 months ago, right? I'm not tripping. Yeah, it was there, yeah.
Puff is in this position where he has all this turmoil, but he's not at the point where he's saying where I went wrong. He's saying to himself, how do I get out of this? Maybe I can convince some witnesses that I'm not the guy who I am. Eventually, he's going to get to the point where he's going to ask himself, how did I get myself into this situation?
Right, wait, we're losing.
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, longtime rival of Sean Diddy Combs, recently spoke about the new Netflix docuseries. He explained that while some might assume his comments are fueled by their past feud, the tension actually started years ago, stemming from remarks Diddy made that made him uneasy, like suggesting shopping trips in a way that felt like a test of his compliance. 50 Cent emphasized that his perspective isn't personal. He's commenting on the current situation, not on old grudges.
For 20 years, right? It's me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping, or I looked at it like it was like a tester. Like, maybe you'll come play with me type of thing, right? And it's not personal.
Additionally, 50 Cent framed his decision to speak out as a matter of protecting the culture. He stressed that this isn't about judging hip-hop as a whole, but about holding Diddy responsible for his own actions. Remaining silent, he said, would suggest that the community accepts such behavior, so he chose to speak up and make it clear that
it's fine with this behavior.
Regarding the documentary itself, 50 Cent highlighted that its strength comes from presenting the unvarnished truth. He noted that while Diddy might be uncomfortable with certain scenes, the reality of what's shown is undeniable. 50 Cent believes that, deep down, Diddy will recognize the documentary's quality and impact. Viewers, he added, are already praising it as one of the most compelling projects they've seen in years. For him, the truth is inescapable, and the series delivers it in a clear and includes a particularly striking piece of footage. Security camera video from 2016 reportedly showing Diddy in a physical altercation with his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, in a hotel hallway. The clip appears to show him punching, kicking, and shoving her. Diddy has publicly acknowledged the video on social media and accepted responsibility for his actions. This segment has been widely discussed as a key part of the conversation surrounding his past behavior and legal history. Netflix also obtained behind-the-scenes material highlighting a critical failure in his legal team's coordination. In the footage, a frustrated Diddy scolds his advisors, revealing not just the pressure he was under, but also exposing weaknesses in the organization and effectiveness of his defense strategy. Diddy's team, however, contends that Netflix used the footage without proper authorization. They claim the material includes private moments, unfinished pre-indictment recordings, and legal strategy discussions that were never meant for public release. According to them, the footage was created under a separate, incomplete arrangement, and no rights were ever transferred to Netflix. They argue that a payment dispute between third parties does not give Netflix permission to use unlicensed material. None of the content came from Diddy or his staff, and his team has questioned both how and why Netflix included it. The issue was further discussed on The Breakfast Club, where hosts highlighted a key oversight. Diddy's usual cameraman had sent an unpaid replacement whose footage likely fell outside the original legal agreement. Diddy's lawyers reportedly only discovered the error after the documentary's release, suggesting that the raw footage may have legally belonged to its purchaser, possibly explaining how 50 Cent accessed it. This situation raises concerns that sensitive material, never intended for public release, may have been exploited for the documentary, prompting debates over ethics and intent.
I'm gonna get off the phone right now, and I am gonna let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what, no matter what nobody said. Let's just here and there, y'all are not working together.
On the other side, Peter Rosenberg criticized 50 Cent's approach, suggesting that he has been waiting years for an opportunity to confront Diddy. Rosenberg referenced their history going back to the early 2000s with the track How to Rob, which upset many in the industry, including Diddy. He noted that 50 Cent faced significant pushback from industry figures, and combined with his personal street-related struggles, it nearly cost him his life. Now that 50 Cent has achieved success and security, Rosenberg believes he approaches the situation almost as payback, a task that feels easy and even enjoyable for him because he no longer worries about the opinions of the delivered a sharp critique, arguing that 50 Cent mishandled the situation by publicly exposing another black man during a vulnerable moment. He suggested that 50 Cent should have addressed the matter privately or not at all. According to Dash, turning Diddy's struggles into a high-profile documentary primarily benefits outsiders and portrays a community as divided. Never trust a black man who makes a documentary tearing down another black man for a white audience, he said, calling the move nasty woke. When questioned about Cass's role in the situation, 50 Cent made it clear that he sees her as a victim. He explained that her youth and vulnerability made her susceptible to long-term psychological effects over the years, reinforcing his stance that she deserves support and recognition.
But somewhere in my soul, I think Diddy been holding on to this, looking for an opportunity to come for Diddy, since 50 put out How to Rob early.
I mean, yes, listen.
Because the whole industry, remember, the whole industry at that time, if you old enough, of a certain age, you remember that they was mad at 50 for, talking like that in that song.
Yeah.
And they tried to really squeeze bro out of the game. And then obviously the streets and other things, shenanigans was going on, which almost ended 50's life. But then he returned. No, your man, no, I'm telling you. And it's all fun and game. It's all funny and fun and games to him now. He don't care.
Looking ahead, analysts so criticized 50 Cent for producing a documentary on Diddy, suggesting that it comes across as personal rather than impartial. He argued that 50 Cent's motivation may be influenced by lingering feelings related to his son's mother's past relationship with Diddy. According to Soul, 50 Cent appears overly focused on Diddy, allowing personal emotions from the past to shape the project instead of presenting a neutral, objective account.
Victim in all this.
I believe Cassie's a victim in all this because she came in as she's like 18, like 19 years old. In the very beginning, after a while, over time, you condition for it.
Ultimately, despite the legal disputes over the footage and questions about 50 Cent intentions, the documentary presents a striking central narrative. It highlights the serious allegations against Sean Combs alongside the visual evidence. Whether the project functions as a long overdue public reckoning or a personal vendetta is left for viewers to judge. What is certain is that the story has reached a pivotal moment. The tapes are out, the testimonies are public, and the discussion around accountability, power, and the industry's long-standing tolerance is now unavoidable. Thank you for watching. If you found this breakdown informative, please like and subscribe to stay updated on this ongoing story, and share your thoughts in the comment below.
It's important to...
He says it's not personal. Obviously, it is personal if you did a whole documentary about Puff, man. Yo, 50 Cent, you really on this dude's jock. You on this nigga's jock heavy, man. Me personally, I don't believe nothing that you say. I don't believe that Puff asked to take you shopping. I think you're upset because your son's mother was in love with Puff and she left you and you was in love with her. And Puffy, she was just something for Puffy to do. And I think you're upset with that, man.